Ring you up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. How many messages have I left you? How many messages have you ignored? I mean, is this not pure neglect and negligence? And today is Tuesday, the 20th of August of 2024. It's now been over a year that you've kidnapped my brother from my care, from my private care home of 20 Primary Way, which was a 350 million pound care home where I was charging you £1 million a day. So you basically sabotaged that, stolen my brother, and are holding him hostage and at ransom now at your institution because you're not able to do adult social care, and then are looking to basically silence me by alternative means, by threats and intimidation, by effectively not denying me the right of reply and speaking to me. Why are you not speaking to me? What's wrong? What's the problem? Today is the last time I left you. I started leaving you daily messages from the end of August last year. I've been very consistent and persistent in leaving you messages until you made me homeless and kicked me out of Primary Way. It was you that have done it. Don't tell me this is the gobbledygook that it was a judge's order by the courts and by the housing association. It was all you. You know the fact that you have been working very closely with the housing association to find a pretext to instigate this action, and you tried to do a year previously, and you tried it in 2022. You tried to get the housing association gas safety inspectors that were coming to the property to raise safeguarding alerts, so that could be triggered your intervention, and it didn't happen. That was in October. Then by November, you tried to the housing association, no, sorry, you the local authority, then having failed to comply, having failed in your enterprise in colluding with the housing association, then looked to collude and conspire with my nefarious relatives, my evil villainous brother Adalat and my villainous evil niece Shagufta, to basically poison us. You got her Shagufta involved to basically raise safeguarding alerts, and that all failed because they were not allowed entry to the property. I know exactly what you were playing at. This was your game plan all along, to get some member of the public or somebody to raise a safeguarding alert for your intervention, and it never happened, did it? And then eventually you had no reason other than when you did execute the villainous actions on the 8th of August, it was as a result of me sending letters in the court to judges saying that they have been subjected to fraud and corruption. Those were equally kiddie fiddling, bent, crooked judges that were prostituting out the services to you, the local authority, that have then worked with the police to work. You're all working collectively, basically. You know, this idea that you're separate. Yes, you're de facto one entity were masquerading and de jure acting as separate entities. The difference between rhetoric and reality. The reality is that you all collude and conspire with each other to murder and mayhem, but then you as a local authority say, no, we're just a poor local authority. We can't even do our jobs. We don't even have the power to collude and conspire. You collude, you conspire. That's the reality. You're de facto all associates with each other, and you're targeting and victimizing the vulnerable, including this now Mr. David Crabtree, no different to Conrad Chaika. All your associates, they're all your friends and associates. They're all there to, toe the party line. And the party line is, we're going to exploit the weak and the vulnerable and exploit and steal and murder them. And nobody's any the wiser, because ultimately, where you're going to go, all this independent, there's no independence, is there? There's no independent courts. There's no independent coroners. The police are independent. The courts are independent. The judges are not independent. There is no independence. This is just a lie peddled by you to fool the masses that are independent and that there will be a different view, eyes looking at the same situation. It's all one thing. It's all you conspiring and targeting us. And all I'm looking to do is ask you to give me a written explanation of what legal framework that you've used to take my brother in the manner that you have. You think I'm stupid? You think I didn't know that you've been targeting my brother ever since he was released back into my care in December 2018? You had initially kidnapped him on the 3rd of August. So he's remained kidnapped from the 3rd of August. And I made you, the local authority, fully aware that I'm charging £1 million a week. I went to court in January and told you that I'm going to be charging £1 million a week. It's just simply you're just going to ignore that and run a roughshod and do as you please and torture and murder and mayhem. Where's that going to get you? All it's going to be, it's just really embarrassing for yourself, isn't it? It's a shame. You are shameful, and it's a shame on the whole country that you are murdering and torturing my brother, refusing to engage with me, degrading and humiliating me by having to force her to ring up the care home, looking to antagonize me and provoke me into reaction, so then you can capitalize on my reaction to your evil villainousness action, so then I can be easily thrown under the bus. The only people that are going to be thrown under the bus, no doubt under a tractor, is yourself for your evil villainous enterprises. I'm all asking is why are you refusing to speak to me? What happened to all this? Oh, we're a local authority to be open and transparent. Is this open and transparent? Come and talk to us. What's the problem? Why are you refusing to engage with me? Why are you refusing to let me see my brother? What legal rights have you got? You went to court in 2018 and tried to depose me as the nearest relative because that proved problematic to you, knowing the fact that in my absence my mother would be the nearest relative, and I would still then have I would have lasting power of attorney for her.
16 seconds recording time remaining.
And knowing the fact that my mother would be the nearest relative, and that you would have to depose her, and I had lasting power of attorney for her. So in 2018, you focused on my mother in order to take control of her, so you can kill her off, so you can then remain in control and get the property. It's all been about money, property, greed, and avarice with yourself, isn't it? This is your level of incompetence.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message,
All lies and deceptions.
thank you for calling. Goodbye.